I love that David Caron song. That's a lovely one. Sorry, I'm a little low right now, folks. Just a little bit over the top. I'm going to go watch Flatzoid for a while. And he's going live here in a minute. And do we have Jeff Gassett, Jim Anus in the house here? Look at it. Yeah, we do. Hello, gentlemen. How are we doing this evening? Jim fading the birds right now. It's Jim and Jeff. Flatzoid's getting ready to start right about now. Have you been over to this channel, Ryan? Are you there? Can you hear me? He's not started yet. I didn't realize we'd be this late coming on.
Yeah.
I can blame Mike Tyson.
I'm going to get in trouble.
Where are you going to get in trouble?
Because I just told my buddy to put this phone call outside because he's screaming and yelling in the background so loud I can't be here. No, that's not making him happy because he just stormed out. I don't know what else to say, man. Like, I gotta tell him, like, go online here in a minute.
Yeah, there's people doing shows.
You're right to be a part of it, but he doesn't want to be a part of it. He just wants to stay in the background. I don't know. I'm just getting irritated.
I hear you.
Get it? He's talking to his daughter or his daughter-in-law or whatever, and her daughter and whatever, and he's having some quality time with them. And I get that, but it's like you can't be in the same room and be screaming and yelling out loud like that. I was trying to
make sense.
Stay in the background so he wasn't distracted by it, but I feel shitty.
I'm wondering if this is a live event they're doing. I think they're waiting for Jardo, and he ain't showed up yet.
I can't see what you're looking at, so I don't know what you
Yeah, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to show it here in a second. It's called Discovering the Secrets of Catholicism.
I guess that's it. Roughly. I'm the greatest. Thank you for coming. Having a day of it. You know? I gotta go shave. I'm sorry.
Oh, he's starting now. Here we go, guys. And he's counting down.
Sunrise on the land so white, feels like I'm meant to strike. Flat earth beneath my feet, knowing I'm here to meet. Ocean's edge, it calls my name. Purpose in this life's game. Horizons line so clear, God's love brings me near. Flat earth made by him, my journey long yet thin.
Yo, what's up? Good to see you guys. Hey, Luke, thank you for coming. I'm glad you
Hello.
made it. It's good to be here. Good to see you guys. As always, remember I might have some noise in the background. Children are awake. We are expecting Jado. Hopefully, he did say last weekend he'll come through. I hope so. Otherwise, we got maritime law to discuss or something. Luke, did you say?
Yeah. Yeah, we can talk about that. Or whatever anyone wants to talk about.
Yeah. So if
Open?
so, we can have
Open
it.
panel?
We can have people coming in to chat if they really want to as well. Do you think that link that PJ had is still there for the other channel, or do you think it's just them going through it?
Yeah, I think it was a Jordan Maxwell video from a while ago.
Let's see if we can find it then. Let's see. I'm gonna see if I can find it. So what do you think we're wrong about on Catholicism, though? Because Jado was very adamant that we're wrong about Catholicism.
He wasn't giving any examples.
No, but he says he would come and speak to us this weekend to tell us. I'm not too sure. Because as far as I know, the information we're giving about Catholicism isn't wrong.
No. And Vlad in the video was just pointing out some. Pretty much a lot of it was common knowledge to people who know what they're on about.
Exactly.
And we were just commenting and adding to it. And I'm just going from my memories of being brought up as a Catholic for a lot of it.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's the thing, because you actually brought up as a Catholic, so I think you would have quite a bit of understanding what it stands with.
yeah.
And
Like there was some friends and family who were listening in, and they were brought up Catholic
That's
as
a good
well, and
question.
that's what they remembered as well. They were adding some things that I'd forgotten.
yeah.
So like if anyone was going, oh, hang on a second, no, that's not right. Apart from Jado.
Yeah. It's actually very interesting. Roger Little, thank you for $2 which I says we are in R&R.
Roger, are you listening to me?
On. Awesome.
Yes,
Good
I
to
am.
see you, man. Glad to have you.
You pause
What's up,
for a
Jeff?
moment.
Glad you guys can make
Okay,
it.
hold on.
Well, now I forgot.
Okay, so
I'll say it. Sorry.
Go back a little bit. Go back a little, because there's something he said right at the end of there, and it made me wonder. I was gonna say something about it, and I can't. I don't know what it was exactly. Just go back like 15
okay,
minutes.
so sorry, kids are a bit hectic. I found that video from Jordan Maxwell, Maritime Law. if you want to watch it, Admiral Law.
Oh, the Admiralty. Okay, yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, we
Alright,
can.
I am actually still busy
Oh, crap.
setting my
I don't know what it is.
presentation up. Finish.
Never mind. All right, wait a second.
No, it's
Go
something he said. Well, anyway, it was something he said after that. I was
Go on, play it more. Okay.
all right. Play a little bit more.
For tonight's stream, for tonight's debate against FDFE. It's gonna be quite interesting.
Yes, he said
I'm
something
covering
about
it.
What's that for?
this, and he told us we were wrong about
Tonight's stream,
Catholic.
because
Yep.
I'm debating FDFE.
And then he was
tonight
saying
on
he was
the
asking him,
debates.
you're Catholic, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Well, I went to Catholic school,
I'm busy.
but I don't
finishing-
know. I mean, I think everybody knows who's religious, right, or whatever you want to call that. You believe in Christ, okay? I understand there's Catholicism and all this. I get that, but that's outside of the actual relationship with God, right? So your religion isn't really exactly tied to what you believe in, is it? Not necessarily. I don't think anyway. Like,
It's
I might go to a Catholic church and I might follow all the rules and
what they
dip my
want you to
fingers
do.
in the water and all that, and maybe even go to confession. But that doesn't mean that I believe in their precepts and that I'm a Catholic. It just means I go along with it so I can attend the church, so that I get some kind of action or whatever. I get to, whatever, I hear a lesson or whatever. Or maybe I just want to go in there for whatever reason, right? But I'm not going to be disrespectful and act like I'm some prude that doesn't know anything about how things work. I'm going to try to follow along so I don't stand out, right? It's not anything disrespectful. It's just, but at the same time, I also realize that there's Christians all around the world that believe dumb shit that's not true. And that could look bad on me. But that's why I separate myself from that bullshit. I say, look, you can call me a Christian if you want, but that's just a title. I'm actually an individual human being who knows and believes what he fucking wants to believe. And regardless of what my fellows believe, that has nothing to do with who I am. So don't come in here and say, well, because you're Catholic, you're not good, or whatever your excuse is. I'm not going to accept that, because I think that's bullshit. Now, if you ask me if I believe in Christ, I'll tell you I believe Christ died for my sins. It's that simple. I don't have to go any further than that. And it shouldn't even concern you anything beyond that, because that's really what it's about, right? Right?
You don't.
I mean, and I'm not going to shun everybody in my life or anybody in my life just because they don't agree with everything I believe in. I'm not that kind of person. I don't understand that. I get it if it's like something that you think is going to actually inhibit your salvation, or you think it's going to lead people astray. I get that. But where I'm coming from is, why do I care about that? I can call it out and move on, right? But I don't want to, I don't know. I feel like we give way too much attention to this shit. It's like, we get all bugged out about it. We get upset. It's like, we got to do something, I don't think we need to do anything about it. I think we just call it out for what it is. Bullshit. Like Flats has been doing. I agree with the way he does it. I like the way he does it. That's why I'm on the show. But I just think that we give it way too much attention. And I understand that a lot of people come over to Christ because of things like that. But for me, it's such an icky feeling, and there's so much bullshit involved, and trolling and all this other stuff that goes on outside of the internet. You know what I mean? That is just ridiculous, and it's not worth it to me. If people are really that bugged out because I believe different and they don't want me calling them out for it, then they shouldn't be putting out videos. You know what I'm saying? And they should, if you're going to put a video out on a live and open to everybody, you got to expect some competition or some argument. That's just the way it is, man. You got it. And if you're going to be a chicken about that or not, I mean, that just seems stupid to me.
Yeah, I got you.
Am I wrong? I mean, how do you
No,
feel?
you're not. Well, I feel that you're going to get a pushback, but what you're looking at is doctrine. They're following the letter of the law. They're not following what I consider.
I know, I get that, but I'm saying, like,
what Christ came to put in.
Christ came, and who did he choose as his disciples, guys? Come on, let's be honest with each other. He chose murderers and hookers, dude. Why did Christ do that, guys? Because he wanted you to see that everyone can be saved. So why would you just turn your back on? I don't get that, bro. What the fuck? Like,
well, that's like a test.
If they come out and they say, well, we think that obviously someone calling us out and saying that we're Satan worshipers and Robothamists, I consider that a challenge, and I'm going to go after them like that. But I'm saying, like, just people coming on and saying, I wouldn't give them the pedestal. I wouldn't give them the soapbox to come in and spew their shit if I thought they were going to mislead my people in my chat. You know what I mean? Or the people that are watching my show. Well, I don't want to mislead people. You know what I mean? Like, I guess
I was telling you about sin, like the original sin. Remember how you were saying you were actually commenting about it earlier, right? That's the root cause of what sin is. Do you understand? It's the root cause of what causes it. You understand? For cause and effect thing, and that's really the issue. I think in society as a whole, it has nothing to do with God or anything else. It has everything to do with what God did for you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you're supposed to be humbled, and you're supposed to be always trying to be there for that person that might still be on the edge or on the spot. You can't just give up on people, man. Come on. I mean, I get it. Let's not watch their shows and let's not do all that, but we should still be reaching a hand out and praying for them instead of, I don't know. I'm not saying that anybody's doing anything wrong, because I'm not mad at anybody, but I'm saying I just feel like when it comes to that, I just feel icky about it. I do. I feel icky about pointing things out and keep naming people's names all the time in all these shows. It just feels shitty. And it makes me wonder if I'm not going to be the next one on the list. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's what scares me. It's like, what if I say something wrong and I'm the next person on that shit list? That's going to hurt me, bro. I liked a lot of the people that are in here. I don't want to lose my friends over something dumb like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, that hurts. It frustrates me. You know what I mean?
I understand. We're not gonna.
We're a lot of relationships like that, just over something dumb.
Hey, Ryan, we're not going to go flat just covering Jordan Maxwell. I mean, I'm not going to watch that.
I know,
I've seen Jordan Maxwell.
I guess I got rubbed the wrong way.
I'm
frustrated about that. It's on my heart. It really is. It's on my heart, like that we're being aggressive, and I don't know. I'm starting to feel like
don't wear your heart on your sleeve, dude.
All right.
I was taught that a long time ago.
Yeah, I know. People have been telling me that my whole life, and it's only fucked me more. It doesn't help. It's not the answer to the fucking question, bro. It's just a chicken shit way out, as far as I'm concerned.
I don't think I'm being chicken shit by not wearing my heart on my sleeve.
I don't mean that. I just mean most of the time when people say shit like that.
I think that I got some worldly advice from my grandparents that I probably have taken to this point in time, and it's made me what I am today. So,
yeah, I agree. I feel the same way.
And I try to lead by example. Do what I can.
I'm not very good at that, though. I'm more good at telling you what you should do and then doing it wrong in front of you. You know, like this is it. But you know what? A lot of times people see me failing and they say, and I go, look, see what I did? I went out and did exactly what I told you not to do. And look, I fucked it all up. And did you learn a lesson from that? Oh yeah, I learned. I said, see, maybe I sacrificed one for the team to show you how dumb and ignorant you were acting, even though I had to actually become you and act like an idiot just to prove it to you. And they're like, why'd you do that? I said, because it got you to wake up and now you're talking about it. And that's what's more important. You know what I'm saying? It's like, they're like, well, I didn't know you cared. I'm like, well, you obviously don't know me very well, do you? Like, just because I pick on you and I make fun of you and I say things to you or whatever because I give you a hard time, it's not because I don't like you. It's because I do. If I didn't like you, I wouldn't talk to you. You know what I mean? It's like,
gotcha.
If I didn't like you, I wouldn't be here.
I don't know. Where would you be if you didn't like me? Be somewhere else, right?
Talking to someone else. Yep. I mean, you know. That's the great thing about the internet. You can replace all those friends that just dumped on you with brand new, shiny new ones, right? You know, like there's always that. I guess I look at it this way. I have had some people that I had disagreements with for a while, and then we finally, worked it out. And I like that. That's the best. I think that's the best way to do it. But, I do have some that where I really regret, like things that they said and things that I said. And I wish I could go back and fix them, of course, but not much I can do about it,
Check out what Saddlebum just said. Well, not just said, but just recently.
I know. I saw it. As soon as he popped it up there, I was thinking, yep, I was going to say something about it, and then I went off on a rant. Sorry. Yes, you're right. Pride is embedded in all. Said that. Yes, it is. Pride and selfishness, I think, are the root of all evil. I don't think money has shit to do with it. Money just makes it more, because when you worship money or the love of money, it goes beyond you loving the possessions it gets you. You know what I mean? I think that's what God's talking about in that sense. I don't think he means like having a $20 bill in your pocket makes you any percent of the United States. Idiots, but 80%, whatever. But a lot of precepts that I learned in the Bible makes complete normal logical sense to me. And I sit here and I listen to people talk about these same scriptures that I've been reading my whole life, and I'm convinced that I understand them perfectly. And they're like, well, it means this and not that. And I'm like, what?
Huh?
Like, what in the hell? What kind of life experience did you get to make that wrong? I don't understand that, bro. You're going to have to explain that one to me.
Ryan, what will $2 get me? That's all I got in my wallet.
I don't want your money, man.
No, I'm just saying for sin. You
Oh,
said
yeah.
$20 bills like sitting in my pocket. I'm like, I only got $2.
You only had two. Oh, you poor baby. You're only one. You're only an eighth of the way there. Fifth of the way there.
I know, I'm working on it.
You're only fifth. You only have 1 foot in nail, dude. Don't worry about it.
Oh, hell.
I don't know. I get frustrated sometimes when I hear good people that I know don't believe these ideas saying shit like, well, blah, 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 blah. It's just, I don't know, dude. It's just like, what are you saying? Like you were, like, especially people that have been through the ringer and they've had all these bad experiences and, they've made all these mistakes like me. I've made so many mistakes in my life. I don't even think I could get back for it. I've made so many mistakes and I've been rude to people and treated people badly. I'm a bad person sometimes, but I always try to fix it when I realize I've done it. It makes me feel bad. And thank God, God gave me that. Even though it drives me nuts, I'm glad God gave me guilty. I'm glad guilt is there. Because if it wasn't, I really wouldn't care. And I just go around hurting people's feelings everywhere I go, and I'd probably burn every bridge I ever had, every one I crossed. You know what I mean?
You're a conscious person. That's what you're telling me. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
God gave you a conscience.
Yeah, I guess
right.
So. Sometimes I get angry about it because when I want to be able to just put something down and not be upset about it and not let it bother me. That's when I get angry about it. It's like, why can't I just shut it off?
Yeah. No, that separates us from the animals, right?
Okay, I'm sorry. I went on my rant. I'm done now. You can go ahead and go back to the video.
No, I'm not going to play it yet. I haven't watched all of it. But
by the way, what's wrong with me has nothing to do with Flatsoid. Just so you guys know, it's just I'm on this. I don't know. Something bent me the wrong way today. I don't even know what it was. I don't even realize what it was. I guess it's just me talking about things. I don't know. Maybe it's all it is, but kind of fired up. I apologize. I don't mean to.
Do I need to pray for you, Ryan? To cast the devil out of you?
Please, always do. You know what? That's the only thing I would ever ask anybody to do is just pray that I remain sane, because the day I don't stay sane, we're all in trouble.
I don't know about all of this, but I'm not going to be near you when it happens.
I'm kidding, of course. But, if somebody ever did push me over the edge, I don't know what I would do. I really don't. If I ever snapped, I don't know what would happen. Probably a big explosion and then nothing, right? But I don't know.
Oh, yeah, probably. Probably the explosion will happen inside your head first, and then it'll go feed out into the rest of your life.
Yeah, sometimes I wish I could just flip that switch off. That argumentative thing in your brain that won't leave you alone, that keeps telling you there's something not right. Somebody's, like, I hate that thing. It's like, where does that come from, man?
Well, there's always something not right. There's definitely evil in the world, and I've been told it was created by God, but I think it developed because somebody wanted to take God's place. That's where you get the 7 deadly sins: pride. I think it may be just an explanation for the way things are now. There probably was a time when it wasn't like this at all. You know what I mean? A time in society.
I think maybe people get salvation confused with the way you should be and the way you should act and carry yourself. Because I agree with pretty much everything in Proverbs. I believe the precepts in Proverbs are vital for your survival on the earth. I do. I think if everybody followed those precepts in Proverbs just alone, you just follow what it says. Don't get involved with people that are out to take people down, and don't get involved in crazy things and people that burn people and use people, that kind of stuff. You stay away from it. I get it. But when it comes to like being there for someone and trying to minister them, I don't think that I would ever let go. If I thought there was a chance that I could get that person to see the truth, I think I would keep trying. Even, I mean, maybe not put myself in a position to get abused or used or anything, but I'm saying, I don't, like, if Craig called me tomorrow and said, look, bro, like, I realize what's going on and I realize I'm wrong and I don't know what to do or what to say, I would help him. I'd reach out a hand to him. I'd do that for anybody that came to me and asked me it. Now, I would have to obviously know they're genuine and they're not playing games with me, but I'm skeptical, but I wouldn't turn them away. I wouldn't say, no, I don't want to talk to you. Or if somebody, like any of the people that we've talked to, if they just came to me and said, look, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be a real jerk. Maybe we can have, maybe we can talk and we can have conversations without me being a jerk. I would forgive them. Why wouldn't I? Right? If I thought they were genuine.
Yeah, but there are people who don't think anybody's genuine. They think that everybody's trying to do
No
something.
way,
troll.
I understand that, because I'll say it all the time. I always say I don't believe anything anybody says until you can show me some evidence for it. And there's a good reason for that. Trust me, if you've been through all the crap I've been through and been taken advantage of in the ways I had, you wouldn't trust anybody either,
Well, you know the first mark of a con man, right? You know what he says? Trust me. I had to put that in there, man. You said trust me, so you left that wide open.
Two words that are can be very gracious and also very irritating, depending on when they're spoken. And timing is everything, right? Communication and timing is like everything. Like I could come in here and I could, let's say I wanted to talk about something gross and grody, right? Like when I want to talk about an infection on my butthole or something, and I don't really, like I'm going to use certain words, but I'm not just going to come out and be disgusting and gross about it. I'm going to try to change it. I'm going to try to contour it into something I can have a conversation about, right?
I hear you.
But if somebody comes in the room and starts making fart jokes, I'm not going to just sit there and try to be serious. I'm going to laugh and I'm going to enjoy it. I'm not going to get all mad. Oh, don't you dare. How dare you? I'm going to laugh, dude. It's funny. What's wrong with that? So when I go on a show or I'm just goofing in it and I cut in every once in a while and I make a little joke, what is the big deal about that? Why do people get so pissed off at me for that? I like to have fun, man. I'm sorry.
Because girls just want to have fun.
Because there's nothing funnier in the middle of a serious, stressful situation. Someone just ripping a wet ass fart, bro. It just changes the whole mood. And if that can work, why can't we use it when we're all bummed out about dumb shit on the internet? I mean, what's wrong with that? Right? I just think, I don't know.
Well, you just brought something up, and I'm going to do it. You say communication, right? That's
Don't do it, Roger. Don't do it.
Don't communicate? Why not?
No. Okay. What example are you going to bring up? Let's hear it.
Well, I'm not bringing an example of it. You just reminded me of a nice little song with lyrics that fit this little scenario. You like good music, right? I do. Everybody does. It's the way we actually express our emotions without expressing our emotions. Do you feel that way about music? What is your take on
I feel
it?
that way about farting in an elevator. That's
Well,
one
we're
way
not
I
far-
can express my emotions and make you express my emotions as well, without you being able to do anything about it.
Uh-huh.
That was
So
supposed
what
to
do you think?
be Roger.
That was funny. It was.
But you're not even smiling. Come on, bro.
No. Yeah, I'm smiling, dude. I am the best I can. Considering I'm missing like a couple of teeth in the front of my face. Yeah, I'm smiling. Yeah.
That shit happens, bro. Mine are falling out too. It just took 40 years before they started falling out. Now they're
No.
falling out faster than everybody else's are. Yeah, I know.
Well,
I get it. It's a
no,
bitch, right? Life's a bitch.
No, those got knocked out, dude. That's what happened to those. They didn't just fall out, dude. They got popped out of my head.
Oh man, that's sorry. I got lucky. I guess nobody ever really. I don't think I only lost one tooth when I was a kid fighting, and that was because it was a baby tooth. As I grew up, I learned how not to fight. I learned how to avoid fights so well, in fact, that I can literally get out of almost anything if the proper situation finds itself.
I got you. There's no proper situation in the fight.
Well,
Though.
sometimes when you're in a bad situation and you realize you're not going to win, and the way and the attitude that you have is completely shit. Sometimes you just got to go. You know what? I just realized I'm a real dumbass. You know what? You guys are right. Like there's always a way to talk your way out of a bad situation. Sometimes just being honest and saying, look, I came into this thinking that I had something and I obviously don't. So I'm just going to go back where I came from and try another day. How about that? And everybody laughed and you move on, right? Like,
Well, the story doesn't always go like that, if you understand where a lot of stories go. And I don't follow stories.
I would love it if I could share every one of those experiences with you. But trust me, I'm not lying about it. I've gotten out of some. I had one of my best friends' dad pull a gun on me. and threatened to kill me one night because I told him if I ever saw him hit my friend again, that not only would I turn him in, but I'd come back with friends and beat the crap out of him until he was like literally, a sack of beef, And he pulled a gun in my face and he says, "You got a lot of balls talking to me like that in my own house." I said, "Yeah, I'm also only 14 years old, and my mom's going to really be pissed off at you tomorrow when I tell her you pulled a gun on me." And he put it away and he said sorry, and that was the end of it.
Yeah,
But I tell you what, I wasn't afraid of it at all, dude. I laughed in his face when he pulled that gun on me. I laughed. I literally giggled in his face. I said, "Bro, you're the dumbest motherfucker I ever met in my life." I said, "Do you realize how quickly you would be in prison right now? All I got to do is scream, run out of here, and tell my mom you pulled a gun on me, and your day's ruined. Your whole life's ruined, bro." I said, "You might want to change your attitude and put that away." And he did. And he just looked at me and smiled, and he walked away, and that was the end of it. He never said a fucking word to me after that, bro. But I was dead serious, bro. I would have came over to his house when my friend wasn't there, and I would have beat the shit out of that son of a bitch because he was an abusive son of a bitch, and he deserved it.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure if he didn't learn his lesson, he would be paying the price now. I'm gonna pause this song right quick. I just found this cool looking video with Tyson in it, and it'll kind of give you a hint to what this fight was about.
I'm never watching a Netflix boxing match in my life ever. I am most disappointed.
I don't blame you, dude. And
person if I actually had to pay for Netflix, I'd be offended.
I would be too. Huh.
Oh, thank you, Netflix, for ruining a really, really awesome boxing matches and then showing us that garbage at the end. They literally both weren't even willing to fight. It's like almost like they made out beforehand and they fell in love and they don't want to beat each other's face in now.
Well, that's what I'm gonna show you, dude. That's exactly what I'm getting ready to show you. Check this shit out. This is the pre-fight thing. I just found it, and you can watch how they act. It's funny as hell.
It's almost like Tyson. They took a video of Tyson from 99 or 2000, like before he was like washed out, and then showed him punching a bag, and then they put that and they superimposed his old ass head on top of it. Then somebody showed his ass in the fucking locker room. He's running around with nothing but a ass. Pretty funny.
I'm sorry about that. I mean to start to touch you when it comes.
I know.
What are you gonna say, Ryan?
Get it? Yeah. No, go ahead and play them because they're just as ridiculous as that fight was, bro.
Yeah, they're goofing off here, dude. That's all they're doing. This isn't a real fight. Look at the look on Tyson's face. Look at that.
Actors. How many times do I have to tell you? Everybody, and I mean everybody on television is a fucking actor, Roger, and they're all phony, and they're not even real people. They're phony people. All their names aren't that, and they probably don't even fucking live in America or anywhere else. They just fucking live here because they get paid to.
Yeah, back in the day when I was growing up, they weren't actors. Those people actually got in the fights, dude.
Not to mention, they're bragging about how the one girl in the fight right before theirs, or the one right or whatever it was, the girl Serrano and whatever her name is, Adams or whatever her name was. So this Serrano just beats the crap out of this girl, and they literally give the other girl the fight. It's so they literally just blow. Everybody in the whole crowd is booing. I can't believe that they'd accept that. I think it's ridiculous. I think boxing is basically a fucking joke, bro.
Now it is for sure. It's like football.
I've never seen HBO ever pull a fucking stunt like that, bro. Never. But ever since everybody else took over the fucking boxing, it's fucking garbage, bro.
Yeah. Well, let's watch these boys dance around, and you can just watch. You'll see what I'm saying.
I want to make a skit where we put up an AI version of Mike Tyson, and I'll speak for him, and it'll be you'll be Jake Paul, and we'll be having a conversation before the fight, and this is what it's going to go like. And before this all started, they got together and they said, "Hey," some guy came up to him and said, "Hey, how do you guys want to make $1 million just for not even fighting a match? Watch, I'm going to show you a secret." And he told him, he said, "What? I got these guys over here at Netflix, and I'll get them to buy out the damn pay-per-view. And then what we'll do is we'll put you guys up there, and we'll tell them you're really going to fight. And then you don't have to do nothing but just touch gloves and slap each other around a little bit, and then we'll all get paid $1 million." And I bet
There you
they
go.
and they went, yeah, buddy, let's do it. And here we are. Here we are a year and a half later, and we got this shit ass fight, garbage bullshit, just like the president, the voting, all the other shit they claim is real, the football, the fucking golf, the boxing. It's all fucking fake, and everybody ought to know it. I don't know why any motherfucker is betting on something that they literally set it up so they can screw 99% of you. And then they walk away with billions after 4 hours of shitty boxing. Really? What kind of idiots are we, bro? We're complete idiots. I can't believe that I fell for that bullshit. I don't think it's going to happen ever again.
Well, somebody made a prediction. His name was Mike Judd. He made a movie called Idiocracy. You remember that? Welcome to Idiocracy.
I live in Idiocracy, brother. We all do now. Have fun with that.
I'm not, but I want to play
Feelings are more important than God. So if somebody hurts your feelings, you can just murder them. Yeah, right. Stupid is that?
I think this song's spinning. You ever heard it before? It's on screen right now.
Is it that song by Dire Straits where they say fag in the song? Because I haven't heard that version in years.
No, this is Schism. That's what I got on screen. You ever heard of it? Nah. Tell me what you think.
Tell the audience.
What? Oh, I got the lyrics in this song.
I see that Jim Anus came in, but I haven't haven't seen any posts since.
Yeah, he's feeding his birds.
Yes.
He's feeding the birds.
Am I overdoing it a little? Is my version of my complaints today just too much for you? All right, I'm sorry.
No, your soapbox has fallen down, and you built it back up again, and you build it back up again every time it falls down. It's a beautiful thing, right? It's a wonderful thing.
Well, you know, I'm fucking nuts, bro. I've been trying to tell you. Crazy people, this is how we do it. We just wing it every day. I get up and I think, you know what? I'm going to have a good attitude today. And somehow somebody manages to piss me off every time and make me change my mind and not want to get up afterwards. But I don't go back to bed. I just move on. I just keep moving. Because if I give up and go back to the bed, then I just won't get up for 3 days, right? It's like, I don't know. I think this fight, it really did. It's pissed me off, dude. I feel like I got, even though I didn't pay nothing, I feel like I got screwed out of 4 hours of wasting my time telling people to shut up so I could hear the fight. I mean, I was rude to you. I was rude to my wife. I was rude to my buddy, all because of that fight. And then I got screwed. I didn't even get what I wanted. It wasn't even a real fight. It really, really frustrating that I went to all that trouble to make sure I could get to see that stupid ass shit. And it was fucking worthless. Oh, I'm so pissed off.
I believe it, man. Yeah. All right, so this song will cheer you up. I'm going to play it. Ready? Enjoy the music, folks.
Life After Death.
communication.
That's a great intro too. Ryan, you're still here with me. It is quite profound. And it does
black
smell.
goo in the background. Why did you put the black goo?
Because the black goo is like cheat.
Not black goo, man.
I think we gotta go visit Vlad for a minute. I'm gonna go take a whiz on the electric fence, and I'll be right back.
What kind of shit is that, bro? Oh, so you're just gonna, I see how it is. You're just gonna go right on, and just going right on there and pee. Huh? All right. See how it is. Well, I mean, I think we're kind of spinning our wheels here because everybody's somewhere else trying to find out what's going on. But I like to be in the conversation with everybody, not just half the people. Shit. I'm gonna like my own video though, again, as usual. I don't ever share it very often. I do share it, but I don't share it like just randomly. I can see the point for it. There it is. What does anybody else have to say about it? That's all. Anything? Nope. Nobody's here. Except for our core, of course. Our buddies, our homie. Which we appreciate you. We do. Thank you for being here. We appreciate it. Everybody. 5 watching. Including me? Wow. Nice. I'm glad to see that you guys stick around and come show up anyway, even though I know you're probably in and out the other ones too. I didn't realize
In and out.
that's why it was doing a live stream right now. I did not know that.
I'm watching
And that, you know,
Flastoid.
I thought it was in
on
the
the phone.
video, or is this like, or is he really live, or it is,
Oh,
right?
he's live. Yeah, I got him on my phone right now.
I realized that. When you were playing that, I thought it was like a video we watched on the show. Or something.
No,
I mean, I heard him say he was going to go live tonight, but I didn't know that it was going to happen like at this time of the night.
yeah, I think originally he did it because of the flight. That's why I said damn flight. You know.
I am interested in what he's talking about, so maybe we should go over there and get involved with that. Sure, you can do it from here if you want, but I'm just saying.
Well, yeah, I'm Jordan Maxwell. I've seen him hit that video many times. That's why I'm not really keen on it. That's what they're watching. So.
I'll go with no on that question, based on what I know. But I don't. I mean, I can be wrong, I guess.
I think I want to see what Vlad's doing right quick. So I got him up pulled up here. So
I didn't know that. Oh, it's an open. Okay, so I can go in there and here's the link. So
and somebody else is. Oh, I think Jardo's on there now. Let's see if I'm mistaken here. Yep, I think Jardo's on there. We can take a look at it. Let's go see. Somebody else is streaming him. I think it's PJ maybe, or is it Jardo?
Yeah, somebody was. I noticed there was 2 pop-ups for it, but I didn't pay much attention.
Yeah, let's go over there.
I just noticed that Flats was posted it here, so I was doing this is where he's at.
Yeah, got to keep the family happy, man. But you did like that song, didn't you? It's a good song. Tool did an excellent job with that one. And here's Mr. Flastoid, and I think that's Jardo. We'll get to see him for the first time in real life. I'm not really sure if that's. It says Josh at the bottom of the screen.
Josh?
He came in contact with ETs.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mentioned that at the start of the stream. So what we're saying that we're here to watch him talk about Admiralty law. With a caveat, we don't agree with everything he says, like aliens and. Yeah.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
It's like sometimes you get some information, in the past, like when I used to get a lot of news from Alex Jones, used to get a lot of news from David Icke, and then you're in this truth for a certain period of time. That was back then. I've been an atheist before. I've been a Catholic. I've been involved in Scientology, Buddhism. Now I'm a born again Christian. So finding out the truth. There's a journey you go along, and Jordan Maxwell was one of those people who taught me things. And then I woke up to him a long time ago that a lot of what he says is not true.
Well, that's really exciting, isn't it, Ryan? So far, that's not Jardo, and they're not talking about the Catholic Church. They're talking about Jordan Maxwell, Alex Jones.
Okay, I've been sitting there thinking Jordan Maxwell is somebody else. The little chubby guy with the glasses. Okay.
Yeah, that's Jordan Maxwell. Yeah.
Okay, so guys, I've been sitting here twisting my brain going, what the fuck are you guys talking about? And I
You
didn't
didn't
think,
know.
look it up. I'm like, really? Like, this is what we're talking about? Come on, man.
Yeah, it's boring, dude. I'm gonna.
No, it's not boring. It's just that I don't
know.
know. I mean, I've known about this guy for years, bro. And it's old news.
Yeah.
As far as I thought,
know.
I didn't know we were rehashing it. But hey, that's fine.
Well, they just didn't have anything else to do because the guy backed down.
Oh, is that
Jordan.
what? Oh, I
Yeah.
see.
He didn't show up. But we'll see. We'll see what. We'll
I
see
see.
what the great
would-
Vlad's up to.
I would have winged it. So
Let's go see what our friend.
Jordan. So what is his belief though? Like what is? I get it. He talks about
Government.
talking
Yeah.
about government and talking about how this and that, and he talks about laws and yeah, I get it. He's a smart guy, but I wouldn't. I mean, just based on what I know about the guy, I don't know if I would take this guy too seriously, bro. Like I'd go and do my own
I think
research.
it was back in the late '90s. Yeah, he was a guru to every conspiracy theorist.
Somebody that's goofy that might actually open your eyes, not necessarily about anything in general, but it might open your eyes to like how thick the devil puts out his web. Go check out what's his name? Hold on, let me go look. I can't remember his damn name. I'll remember it in a second.
What's your damn name? Jordan Maxwell.
No, because
Looks like-
Maxwell's been that name for some reason seems to block the guy that I'm trying to think of's name, and I got to go look through my playlist to see if I've got any in there. So, what is that?
Looks like Vlad's making old world bells and stuff.
Wait, what is that guy?
I'm gonna pop in his stream right quick and see what's up.
I think
Of
I
electricity
through
through
his video.
a copper wire or a mix of copper with silver or silver with gold. Let's continue.
Five metal recipe was formed thousands of years ago, which represented
Thousands of
the
years
five
ago.
Buddhas, also called the five wisdoms. These masterclass bells included copper, the discriminating wisdom, tin, the accomplishing wisdom, zinc, the mirror wisdom, iron, the wisdom of equality, and lead, representing absolute reality. Older
Really?
Vedic texts make mention of a 7-metal bell recipe, which was worn to be highly potent. That also included gold.
We're doing bell recipes, dude. You want to make a bell? Ding. It's getting close to Christmas, dude. Why not? I never knew that there were recipes. I guess you get different tones with different metals, so different frequencies, different bells. So. And we're running out of people. Half of them are already over here, going back and forth. They got like 10 streams running at once. They're trying to see who's more interesting.
Jim says, "Get your own stream, Roger."
I am.
But then
I'm on
Vlad
the screen.
said, "You see it?" I was just laughing. I was like, "Shut up, dude."
Make your own show, Jim. I have something I'm going to cover, and it's right here. I think it's probably just as interesting as the bell, so I think we should cover what had in mind. I didn't realize everybody was going to be streaming right now. I didn't realize that the fight was going to take the world over here. Here, we'll go ahead and cover the world before the flood. That sound interesting to you? There's actually artifacts from the world before the Great Flood, the deluge.
Evolution,
I think
huh?
it
Oh
sounds
yeah,
pretty
that's a good subject.
And the world before the flood, dude. That's not nothing to do with evolution.
Of course
Yeah,
not.
it's a flat Earth. Of course not.
Why did you bring it up?
I don't know. I didn't bring evolution up. This is actually a documentary that Flat Earth, Flat Water put out just about, I think it's about 3 months old. I told him I would cover it for him. Yeah. I've had this up on screen already once. So
Yeah,
you
good
guys
luck.
have seen it.
Good luck surfing three or four live streams at the same time, trying to keep up with the conversation.
Yeah. He's bouncing around. He's got 10 phones
Especially when
going
you're trying
at
to like
once.
do your own show at the same time, and trying to X-bomb everybody in the other chat.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. By the way, there's a Black Friday sale on a Restream. If you want to buy the app, and pay for all the extras that go with it. They're giving you a Black Friday deal today. 50% off, and it's only $10 for the premium, or $20 for the premium, and $10 for the regular package. I'm doing a little promo for the Restream. Maybe they'll kick me back some dough. I don't think so. All right, I want to play this. You ready, sir? We'll give it a shot. You know he's got a monotone voice, though.
This is a book about the dawn of human civilization. It goes back to a historical period called the Neolithic, the Chalcolithic era. It reflects the story of the oldest civilization known in Europe, called by the broadest term ancient
Hold
Europe.
on. What are you saying?
I said that guy's voice sounds just like my buddy Craig, bro. It sounds a lot like him. It's like weird. I thought that's who it was. I was like, wait a minute.
Oh, wait a minute. My dryer's talking to me. You got one of those?
Well, go
The
talk.
dryer's
Tell it to
done.
shut up while you're doing your show, bro, like I did.
I'm not the one running the dryer. That's Rhonda. So. She does her clothes every other day. She only has like 3 uniforms, so she washes them like every other
Gotta
day.
love those fly-by-night little places to work, right? They give you three outfits. You gotta wash them 3 times a week because they get dirty. It's like, yeah, I only wear 1 outfit a day, but for some reason, all 3 of them get dirty.
Yeah, yeah, but believe it or not, she's got a year's worth of uniforms in there. It's like they change them. Like we got a new one, and you can't wear the old ones. That's what Walmart does. It's weird. All right, well, let's check out. What is this? Well, wow, this is like an old world map of some kind. It's portraying the ages like the Bronze Age and whatnot. Huh. Interesting.
Bells and cannons were weapons of sound. I don't think they were meant to be rang like that, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, is that what Vlad's pushing out there?
No, he hasn't
They're
said anything.
weapons?
They're just still talking about the video, but I'm saying that's my opinion. I know it sounds crazy, but if you've ever seen a cannon when it fires off, the smoke rolls out of the end of it, and it comes out in a perfect circle, like a circuit. It blows a big smoke ring, and pretty much every time you fire it off, makes you wonder if that couldn't be used in some kind of frequency to cause that kind of a thing to be fired out, like a little frequency ring. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about that. And if you've ever seen, there's I forget what the technology is called, but they've got this technology where they use frequencies to actually break rocks down and things like that and separate chemicals and elements and things. You might want to look into it. This stuff exists, bro. It's real. It's not a joke.
Yeah. From what I've actually done
gone further with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but when I've done ore work, I mean, I know how to extract ore of certain kinds. It has a lot to do with chemical and temperature for most part. I never knew that sound was it.
But I'm saying there are companies that do work with it, and I think it has to do with like microscopic things or what. I don't know how it works, but I've heard about it and I've read it in magazines. They have these sonic things, and I know they use in compaction testing, building freeways and all that. They use this kind of stuff. This technology is very advanced, and believe it or not, they can do a lot more with it than what they're telling you they can.
Yeah, I worked with tumblers before and ores, mostly like Quicksilver. My grandfather was into it. I got a friend named Doy Jones who actually was a gold miner, and he showed us how to extract ore out of quartz. So it's a fun process, but I didn't know you could do it with sound. It'd be kind of fun to see that happen. Can you do stuff like that with this?
Tell me something. When dynamite explodes,
yeah,
what actually causes the rock to break up? The explosion or the vibration?
Well, usually the vibration caused by the explosion.
Bingo.
The root cause is the explosion. But yeah, the sound, the shock wave from the explosion would ripple through the solid granite.
Use a cannon or some kind of a tube to make that.
I didn't say you couldn't. I mean, there's other ways of doing it though. If you're separating metals from rock, that's what.
No, I didn't mean. I only use that as an example. I didn't mean that that's what they would use it for. I just meant that they can use sound to cause physical things to happen. So sound is a thing, and believe it or not, that's the part of what dynamite does. It causes an explosion, and it's the sound breaking the sound barrier that actually causes. And when that's trapped inside of a small area, and it tries to force out, it actually causes the rock to break up. It just does. It's an anomalous thing, but I find it fascinating that most people don't realize that it's actually the sound that it makes that causes that damage. It's not necessarily the explosion, the concussion from it all the time. There's a lot to do with, because of rock and it's solid, and because the density things, it happens differently than it does like with in the air and whatever. Sound travels differently through it. You know what I'm saying? And you get the right frequency and you shake it just right, and you'll make the rock break up. It's that simple.
Well, doesn't it got to travel through the ether first before it gets to the rock?
I don't know.
I'm
what
just
you're
kidding,
talking
man.
I mean, I
Joke.
guess if you want to call all the emptiness in the area, like the things you can't see, like air, I guess you can call it that, but there's a field. I mean, I believe in a field, but I don't know if you could call it ether. I don't know how you explain it, but obviously there's something to that. I mean, there's static charge that builds on things, and there's magnetic things in the ground. There's ley line. There's all kinds of things that tell me that there's frequencies and things going on that they're not explaining to us, but they do have a lot of effect on who we are and how we act, I think. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can manipulate people with sound. Look, go
Like
into a
into a place that's evil. It's weird. It's just creepy.
evil. You say? I don't know. Is evil a thing? I think it is. Yeah, I don't. I think evil's taking the entity behind what you're talking about is actually probably more evil than the actual results. I think it's crippled humanity. Yeah, go into a store, go anywhere. You'll find buzzers, bells, whistles, background music constantly going in these places of business and society. It affects everything you do. I think they do it intentionally. Yeah. I got a runny nose. I think I'm coming down with a cold.
Well, by all means, Roger, please go catch it and let us know.
Yeah, I'll let you know. I'm going to play the rest of his video for a minute. And I'm going to go grab something to blow my nose with because it's starting to drip.
All right, Drippy.
Drip, drip, drip. This is the world before the flood, and he's going through the ages. And if you're interested in it, subscribe to Flatwater. Well, he pulls up a lot of like documented stuff. He doesn't just haphazardly throw this stuff out
like
there.
History? Oh boy.
Yeah.
You know what they're calling it now? Herstory.
What? Herstory? Oh, nice. Is it Camilla?
No, I'm just saying that literally that's what they said on that fight when those two girls fought. And they were bragging about how the one girl used to pretend like she was a boy so she could go and get people to fight her because nobody wanted to fight her because she was a girl. I'm like, you're proud of that?
I know girls that'll fight you in a heartbeat.
You could have got hurt. I mean, that's just, to me, that just doesn't sound like something you should be telling little kids that might be looking at. I don't know, bro. I'm just starting to wonder about everything they're putting out there. It's like everything is so tainted with it's just disgustingly evil and foul, and it's disgusting, bro. It's like frustrating that I have to allow my kid to go out in the world.
Dude, it's kind of been that way for a while.
And I thought I was nuts, but I'm telling you, the people that run this country and are in your country, they're the fucking crazy ones, bro. I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. And we're sitting back documenting this stuff, and we're not going to let them do it much longer. I promise you, dude. Politics has got to stop. We got to put the brakes on that
if
shit.
something doesn't change soon, bro, I might start go picketing at my nearest fucking local government building. I'm dead serious, bro. I'm sick of this shit. It's the last time I got to see some TV show for kids where they're throwing out sexual references, bro. That's just not right, bro. In anybody's. I mean, I get it. I think it's cute, when a bunch of guys are watching it, but when it comes down to kids, man, that's just wrong, bro. It's wrong.
Yeah. You remember what I told you about the Sonic cartoon I was watching yesterday with my grandkids? I'm like, holy crap, dude.
I thought you were fucking with me. I didn't know you were actually narrating what they were doing. I was like, what?
Yep. They were having gay romance right there in Sonic.
Wow. I didn't know Knuckles. I knew they called him Knuckles, but I didn't know they called him Knuckles for that reason. But you know what? That gives me an idea.
Okay. I hope it's a good idea, please.
I'll let your brain just run with that one.
I'm going to play this video, and I'm going to go grab me a Kleenex.
You can't top that joke, bro. That joke.
This book represents a sensational discovery.
Bro. That was a decent one, dude. I got to give you that. You left it hanging. It was a dangle.
About the oldest known inhabitants of ancient Europe, whose ethnic name has come to us through the classical ancient writers such as Homer, Herodotus, Pythagoras, Plutarch, and many others. It tells us the story of the rediscovery of ancient Thrace
Kind of shit is
and the
this?
people who were called from times immemorial simply the Thracians. These people were known to Herodotus as the most numerous ethnic group, second only to the Hindus, and to Homer, who wrote his Iliad, as people who reminded him of the gods. I will leave most of the story for others to tell, namely the archaeologists and the historians of the ancient past. My part to tell is
No
only the
man has
smallest,
ever seen
yet it
God.
must be the
Why
most
would
glorious, for it is about one aspect of the lives of these ancient people, the Thracians, that makes them a most unique ethnic group among their neighbors, when all things are taken into consideration. Our modern understanding of history
quadrant
shifts and
retardation.
changes faster than ever these days with the advent of the internet communications era. The reason is apparent. Unprecedented free and unhampered access to multiple global information streams, allowing the broadest ever data harvesting and source analysis. Such unique new possibilities are especially relevant to the researching of the most ancient history of the world, since access to the most ancient and unique document sources of the past had also been for multiple reasons of various nature. This book redefines what most archaeologists and historians classify today as the prehistoric era, named so to denote a period of time lacking yet a system of writing, and thus signifying that a historical record had not yet been possible. And since this book identifies and decodes writing on artifacts from this time period, making it now historic due to the proven existing written historical record, it shifts the known boundaries of the prehistoric era to at least a couple of millennia earlier in time. Furthermore, from the prehistoric texts decoded in this book, it becomes quite clear that the people who inscribed them were neither prehistoric nor primitive, contrary to the many so-called scientific models of the ancient past, but demonstrated highly sophisticated levels of thought expression, anticipated by modern science for a much later period of modernity. Exactly because of the above, this book may appear quite...
Now you get what he was saying, right? Basically, like the history that you know was written by people that were a lot smarter than are around today. And what we're doing is with the modern advent. Oh God, do it again. Real slow. What'd you say?
Smarter, you say.
Yeah, I say they were smarter than us, dude. And even you admitted that, like the architecture and the structures that were built in the previous couple thousand years were a lot better than what we have now, right? I'm just saying. The pyramids, the great cathedrals, the Gothic cathedrals, all these profound things, like you said, it's quite profound. Things that were made in the past. Nothing we're doing today, it just pales in comparison to what we have, right? I'm just saying. We've lost something somewheres.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. About that.
I think
not sure. I think we had technology, but I'm not sure we were smarter. I mean, I don't know though. Who knows?
Why don't you go ask someone? Maybe. I'm not on top of all of it, but from what I've looked at, there's people can sit back and read a hieroglyph and get like a story out of it without having it had written out for them. They had probably a better imagination than who we have today, and like entertainment television has chewed away at what little bit of imagination we have left, right? We don't have to think about things. Like you can plan an idea in a TV show, and all of a sudden you get people to do shit like ding.
That's what I mean. It's like they implant the stupid into your mind so that when the question comes, you throw that out there, and everybody goes, "Yeah, that's what it is," even though no one's ever showed you that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why they can think they live on a sand ball and impossible. Nice.
I prefer this one better.
Oh, you do?
All right.
Why? That's fun, dude. Yeah. Well, anus ain't cooping with too many streams anymore.
The only person that's actually said that. Every place I've used that stupid noisemaker, everybody has bitched and complained and whined that it sounds dumb, it sounds all tinny and too much bass and rah 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 rah. Don't use that on my video.
I'll lighten up. That's what I tell them. This is better than what you were doing earlier.
Trying to be funny, bro. I wasn't trying to fucking like impress nobody. I thought it would be funny. Somebody got me a toy, thought I'd use it. I didn't know everybody was gonna get irritated. I mean, geez, a couple of fucking, a couple of these. That's all they needed was just a couple of slaps upside the fucking head. I guess. I don't know. I'm just.
Dude, I'm gonna get one of those. Actually, they got them at Walmart. The one they got at Walmart's got a couple more features you don't have on this one.
Right.
Walmart. That was the laughter time.
Yeah, there you go.
Out in the middle of the cornfield. Oh!
Oh! Ow!
Nice.
I don't know what this is. I guess it's a goofy song. And then there's another one that sounds like this. Never heard this before. It sounds like a Saturday Night Live thing, skit or something.
Do it again. Do it one more time.
All right, you ready? Never heard this before. I don't know where it's just.
Dance.
There's one that says crack on it, but it doesn't do nothing when you push it. It just lights up and then it goes out. I don't know what it does.
I saw it, and we did the same thing.
That's my fault. That one's funny. It sounds like someone getting slapped. I love it.
No,
I just wish I could make my own. I wish I could put in like.
Go ahead.
What is it? Finish him. I can do really good voiceover. I can make my own memes, or my own little voice, but I can't program this thing. I don't know how to do it. I'm sure there's probably a way to do it, but I don't know how to do it.
Me neither.
Seems silly to just make the buttons and then just be stuck with those sounds, and I can make them on my keyboard too. I got a thing that I can plug my keyboard. It's I forget what they call it. What's it called, Dave? MIDI or something? Yeah, MIDI. It's called MIDI. You can hook it to your computer and you can actually I can actually make my keyboard play my voice. Like I could put my voice in there as a sample and it would play it in all those different tones. It's really neat. Kind of awesome, dude. I can't wait to play with it, but I have never hooked it up yet. I'm not sure if my computer's got programs for it, but supposedly you can connect it to MIDI and you can record the songs and you can play songs back and you can teach the keyboard how to play different sounds that aren't in there. I think it's cool, but I don't know how it works, so I'll figure it out someday.
Didn't they have like a soundboard on what is it, Discord, and you can like add things to it on Nitro?
Yeah, I think so, but then you have to use Discord's version. I don't know. You can also like make your face funny, and like TikTok has all these little things you can make you turn you into a cat or a dog or an elephant or whatever hanging in a tree or some goofy thing. So instead of your face, it's kind of goofy, but I think it's kind of fun. But then there's one where it'll give you a mustache or all this other good. But the ones that are really funny though, are some of those TikTok ones that are more for your face. It's pretty damn funny. I'll give you that.
Hey, what time is Flats doing that debate tomorrow? Do you know?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah. So what time is Flash doing that debate tomorrow? Sorry,
I don't know.
I was away from the mic.
I thought that's what he was doing right now.
No, he's just doing the Catholic Review thing, and Jardo was supposed to be in there telling them what they did wrong, what they don't know about Catholicism, but he didn't show up.
That's right. He was supposed to come and show us how we were wrong by what we said earlier. Right, I got you. That's what I thought was going on, but then you made it sound like it changed or something. I don't know.
No, Jardo just didn't show up.
I thought that's what was happening right now, but you're saying that since he didn't show up, so they're putting it off. Now I got you.
Yeah, no, they're doing Jordan Maxwell.
I mean, I get it. I mean, okay, but I don't know. I'm not saying anything bad about it. I already know all about him, so I think there's a lot of other people out there that are pushing the truth, and I don't think Jordan Maxwell is necessarily one of those people, but that's just my opinion.
Well, he goes into basic laws and how the government and the bankers are taking people.
Yes, and he's heard about that.
Yeah,
I don't think that by any means he's telling us everything. You know what I mean? I think he's still part of that coordinated, holding it back shit, where he's going to give you a whole bunch of information, but he's still going to leave something hanging so that you fall into it.
Well, he encourages you to like study into it.
Anybody, bro. I don't. I mean, look. Let's see. My track record for the internet is this. I first started following like Jaron and all these guys, and look, every one of them so far has disappointed me in somewhere. I'm not saying that they're bad people. I'm just saying they disappointed me. Some of them have told me off, told me I wasn't a flat earther. Some of these people are like real nice people, bro. They're real quality, high class people. No, they're not. They're a bunch of assholes, just like you and me. There's nothing
Oh,
special
nice.
about them. They just happen to have this little niche for getting attention on the internet. That's the only thing different between them and me and you. It's the only difference. And I'm getting tired of hearing everybody blah, 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 blah about this guy and that guy. They're always lifting this guy up and then pulling this guy down. It's like, dude, it's not about the people. It's about the fucking message, bro. Stop putting everybody on a pedestal and just fucking put the actual truth on the pedestal. Like, why are we glorifying these assholes that are just people like us? They're going to make mistakes and they're going to disappoint us. Put your faith behind God and behind the truth. Fuck people, dude. Fuck the men. Fuck those guys saying this and that. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. God
That's what you
knows.
just said.
God
Just brought that
understands.
up.
Ask him, bro. What do I care about what Witsit thinks or how Witsit looks at it or how Jaren does or how fucking anybody does, right? I don't care. I want to know the truth to me, right? My truth is different. My experience is my witness. It's based on what I know. What I don't just guess. I don't believe it. I know it, right? And if it's not about that, then I think you're lost, bro. You know? I think we don't, like fucking pull our bootstraps up and start fucking being there. Like, it's just, I don't know, bro. I just feel like I'm not doing shit. Like, I feel like I'm spinning my wheels, man.
Are you? Don't spin your wheels.
Sometimes I wonder, like, if I'm just, I'm just basically feeding my own ego here. I'm not really getting anywhere with anybody, and I'm trying to help other people see what I see. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to like pull them up to me, try to, or whatever, or show them the things that they haven't seen yet or whatever. But I have such a hard time with it sometimes because people don't want to listen to me. I'll tell them, oh yeah, I've heard about so-and-so. And this is what I think about it. They'll be like, yeah, okay. And then next week, a week later, after we talked about this shit for fucking a week, then everybody agrees with me at the end. It's like, well, I could have told you that at the beginning, bro. But I feel like I shouldn't even say nothing because I know they're not going to listen to me. They're just going to say, well, yeah, we hear you, but we haven't seen it yet. It's like, but are you listening though?
Yeah, I am. Since everybody else is doing their thing over here, you want to end this and go join Flats because he's got a link in the chat. I think he's just bringing people in. Yeah. So let's go join Flats.
Sure about what I'm in. All right, cool. Let's do it.
That way we can support our team.
We're out.
Okay. Bye, guys. Have a good night.
See you later.